Today, I will teach you History Chapter 5, the First War of Independence. The Indian Rebellion of 1857 was a major but ultimately unsuccessful uprising in India in 1857 to 58 against the rule of the British East India Company, which functioned as a sovereign power on the behalf of the British Crown. It is also known as the Uprising of 1857, the Revolt of 1857, and the Sepoy Mutiny. The Revolt of 1857 in India was an important landmark in shaping the British rule towards Indians. Indians were ill treated and poorly behaved by the whites, which outraged the people of India. The causes which caused resentment against the British rule were political causes, social causes, religious causes, economic causes, administrative causes, and military causes. Nawabs lose their power. In the mid 18th century, Nawabs and Rajas had gradually lost their authority and power. The British stationed residents in many courts to reduce the freedom of rulers, disbanded their armed forces, and took away their revenue and territories. Rani Lakshmi Bai tried to negotiate with the company to recognize her adopted son as the heir to the kingdom after the death of her husband. However, the company turned down these ideas. In 1801, the subsidiary alliance was imposed on Awadh. Consequently, in 1856, it was taken over. The peasants and the sepoys. In the countryside, peasants and zamindars were unhappy with the high taxes and inflexible methods of revenue collection. Many of these people were unable to pay back their loans and gradually lost their lands. Indian sepoys were unhappy about their pay and conditions of service. Moreover, some new ruler made by the British desecrated their religious beliefs. In those days, crossing the sea meant people would lose their religion and beliefs. So, when in 1824 the sepoys were told to go to Burma by sea route to fight for the company, they refused to follow the order, though they agreed to go by land route. These sepoys were ruthlessly punished. The issue did not die down here. In 1856, the company passed a new law which stated that every person who took up the service in the company's army had to agree to serve overseas. Now, some political causes. Lord Dalhousie policy of annexation and the doctrine of lapse had made the Indian rulers angry and insecure. He said that if king dies without a natural heir, then the kingdom would be annexed by Britishers. The Muslim feelings had been badly hurt when, after the death of Bahadur Shah II, Lord Canning took away regal lights and Mughal palaces. Thousands became unemployed when the English, under Lord Dalhousie, annexed Awadh. Lord Dalhousie's policy of annexation and the doctrine of lapse had made the Indian rulers angry and insecure. The Rani of Jhansi, Lakshmi Bai, was not allowed to adopt a son. Now, some social causes. The British were intent on reforming the Indian society as they believed that Indians were backward. They passed laws to stop the practice of sati and encouraged widow remarriage. English language was widely taught. They allowed Christian missionaries to function freely and also made conversion to Christianity easier by passing a new law. So, the common people did not appreciate changes in social customs westernization brought about by the British. Now, the economic causes. The British had drained India of all her wealth and natural resources by selfish economic policies. For example, the taxes collected by the government were utilized by the British to pay them salaries. High taxes under new revenue policies, cottage industries faced tough competition from machine made goods that came from England. Peasants were impoverished. Craftsmen and artisans became unemployed. So, the British administrative laws ruined both the peasants and the landlords. Indian handicraft collapsed. India became a marketplace for finished goods from England. So, in this way, poverty increased and discontent motivated the Indians to join the revolt in large numbers. The farmers were forced to grow cash crops. There was severe food shortage and famine. Weavers lost their job as the handloom industry had been destroyed. Now, the religious causes. Hindus and Muslims were forced to convert to Christianity. A new law that was passed in 1850. In this law allowed Indians who had converted to Christianity to inherit property of their ancestors. Now, some administrative causes. High posts and handsome salaries were given to the British. This caused frustration among the Indians. Now, some military causes. Immense discrimination was there between the British and the Indian soldiers. The Indian Sipais were deprived of high salaries and promotions. The highest post for the Indian was that of the Subedar. The immediate factor was the introduction of the Enfield rifle. It was said that the cartridge of this rifle was wrapped in the fat of cow and pig. The cartridge had to be bitten off before loading it into the gun. Thus, the Hindu and Muslim soldiers were reluctant to use the Enfield rifle. And when the Indian soldiers were forced to use them, they revolted against it. Do you know why Hindus and Muslim soldiers refused to use these cartridges? Because Hindus consider cow as sacred, and in Muslims, pig meat is forbidden in Quran. Then, on March 29, 1857, on the parade ground at Barrackpore, a sepoy named Mangal Pandey fired the first shot of the uprising. On 9th May 1857, on the parade ground of Meerut, 85 Indian troopers were court-martialed. These troopers had refused to load their rifles with the new cartridges. Now the mutiny had become a rebellion. Thank you, students, for watching the video part 1.